God, do I hate these fucking pleasurists. They annoy me to the fucking core. God. They're talking about the Cosmic Skeptic video with Peter Singer. Watch it, good video. Wow, thanks, I'll check it out. I like how Alex challenged all that stuff, basically talking about how Peter Singer was all like, down with bringing things into existence to slaughter them so long as they live the good life. Basically the flaw of utilitarianism. His response seems to make sense from a utilitarian perspective, since there is not a good answer to the question of how to handle population ethics, total utility versus average utility. And like, he sense why negative utilitarianism is better than utilitarianism. Under negative utilitarianism, it would be wrong to bring cattle into existence, regardless if they live good lives, due to the unnecessary suffering they do in life. Honestly, it was also disappointing in Peters and Singer, given he is one of the reasons I got into the philosophy of ethics. I disagree that negative utilitarianism versus classical utilitarianism is different in terms of prescription in this hypothetical. Unless you are taking good life to mean something other than net positive, that is what I'm taking that to mean net positive. There is no such thing as a good life is only a net positive life. I'm talking about objectivity, not some your little subjective, ooh, I feel good and happy because my DNA functions are being met. Ooh. Fuck you. I don't think that you can decide which ethical theory is better based on how much you like its implications. Philosophy, yeah, if you guys have, issues, if the implication of your ideology is that, like, we should maximize rape because it basically makes as many people get a good old nuttin', I'm gonna have an issue with your philosophy. So yeah, your implications kind of matter just an itty bitty bit, just an itty bitty bit. You know, if your implication sounds scary, then you can try to explain why it's not scary. Like extinctionism, you can go, well, hey, guess what? Promortalism. Hey, guess what? Epicureanism. Death isn't bad for one who dies. Blah blah. And you explain why extinction is not bad. Now, can you explain why bringing a bunch of people in the world to get raped and murdered and suffer from disease is worth my best friend dying because she committed suicide, not because she hated life, but because there was so much fucking agony in it that she couldn't bear it? Now, if you can justify that, then we'll have an interesting conversation. I'm not a negative utilitarian. I think that my life, for instance, despite the various unpleasant experiences it has contained, yeah, I'm sure they're so unpleasant, was worth it, and I believe that giving an animal a net positive life, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is a net positive life? What are you gonna do for the animal that's net positive, that isn't just fulfilling needs it's been born into? And then killing him is better than giving him no life at all. I don't see how one can escape this conclusion. Well, I just explained how. And I admire Singer for sticking to it. Yeah, his fucking guns are bullshit. That disgusts me to the very core. Why? That you would endorse whatever measly events have occurred in your fucking pathetic life and the lives of your so-called loved ones, people that are genetically bound to you by blood, and so on, whatever else you deem worthy in this world of their pleasure. And what cost is the fucking point? My best friend was sexually assaulted multiple times as a child and fucking had PTSD for fucking nearly a decade, if not more. And yeah, she's just a fucking fraction. 1 in 3 women are sexually assaulted in their fucking lives. 1 in 3. She's just 1 in 3. 1 in 3 driven to suicide. One in 3. Just a number. She's a statistic. A fraction. She's literally just someone I care about, and what am I? Just a blip. I believe in identity nihilism. I don't even believe that the Chimera, the best friend that I cared for, is the same best friend that I cared for before. It's literally just an admiration of the human being, the catalyst that she was. And it was fucking broken and molested and horribly destroyed. And this man is just sitting here like, oh, yeah, the positive in my life are so worth it. And I don't think I think it's a real shame that you're trying to say we shouldn't bring people into the world. 1 in 3. Just because 2 of them don't get sexually assaulted, they get to have a gold star. No. And let's not forget the 100 fucking billion corpses you're talking about right now. The human ones, the sentient ones that were basically moral agents and could have done something about this, but no, you all, this little pleasure bullshit game that you're all playing, perpetuating this shit on the cost of what? Just this, you all just playing this little Ponzi scheme. So why shouldn't I be fucking disgusted? I failed to paraphrase. Porcelain. What the fuck does that even mean? I failed to parse. Let's look up what parse means. I failed to... You endorse... Premise 1. You are a shitbag who endorses rape of 1 in 3 women or 1 in 6 people for your shitty fucking life. Now, P2 you do this for your shitty fucking life. P3 you fucking suck. Yeah. Could not send, not allowed by admins. Wow, thank you. The fucking pussies in here. Yes, I am an antinatalist. More, I'm an ethicist than an antinatalist. Antinatalists are flawed in the fact that they think no life is worth ever bringing into existence under any case scenario. I'm a negative utilitarian. Obviously, consequences matter. So if one could bring a life into the world guaranteeing it would prevent more suffering, then that is a good thing. Hence why I'm not a utilitarian, hence why I'm not an antinatalist, and have got kicked out of the antinatalism Facebook group, actually. That, plus I'm, in those cases where we do bring people into the world to, prevent unnecessary suffering, I'm basically for having, essentially, people who are not going to have suffering from unnecessary diseases such as blindness, deafness, sickle cell anemia, autism, so on. Basically just get rid of disorders. Essentially I'm on selection of pre-screening of diseases like autism and stuff, and they're like, oh my god, that's eugenics. So we got kicked out of there. But Brent is not just an antinatalist, he is one who is disgusted to the core by having notion of having offspring. Yes, of course I would be fucking disgusted to the core by having children, you barbaric fuck. My best friend was literally raped and committed suicide, and she's just a fucking fraction of the people on this goddamn planet who are suffering. And you're sitting here like, oh, My life is worth it. What the fucking has happened in your life that's so worth it, my dude? Come on, tell me literally anything. From a utilitarian standpoint, let alone a negative utilitarian standpoint. Just look at Arthur Schopenhauer. I don't even think he was a negative utilitarian. Just ask yourself, if a gazelle's being torn apart by the fucking lion, who is having more of a utilitarian value there? Is there more pain being generated from the gazelle being torn apart, or pleasure from the taste buds of the fucking lion and the, you know, and its satisfaction of its hunger? Ooh, what do you think has more value there, Mr. Utilitarian fuckface? No, the only thing that really matters there is the pain from a negative utilitarian standpoint, and that's what fucking actually matters in terms of morality. But even if you are a utilitarian, or like, oh, pleasure does matter, fucking do the equation, bitch. Fucking do the equation. Do the equation. God, do I hate these people so fucking much. God, do I hate these people so fucking much. Let's see what they got to say. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna end the recording and we're gonna make a part 2 in a bit here. Jesus Christ. If only this shit would actually fucking send so I can get your goddamn pathetic responses. Oh, we're sentient. We care about all living organisms. Yeah, sure you do. You just want to look at their pretty little colors and evolutionary traits and be like, oh, wow, they're pinchers. Go pinch, pinch. So cool. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, crab John. Fuck you. Fuck you and fuck all your goddamn hopeism. I hate all these people so goddamn much. Lord, have mercy on their souls. If you exist in, or any, if I am literally made in the Lord's image, I really hope that they do have mercy on the fucking souls of these fucking pieces of goddamn shit. Because Lord knows I would have to hold myself back from torturing them every fucking bit as much as they've tortured every single being in their life. And then times 2 it. Just to fucking add on a point of extra little oomph to it. Just be like, here you go. That's one from me. The first one was for the things that you tortured unnecessarily. The second one was just from me. A little personal thank you. A little thank you for giving me this opportunity to say fuck you. And just an extra one. Another one. You know, I honestly, I hate every single person alive, frankly, at this point. But when it comes down to it, people like this are just extra on the fucking hatred list. Like frankly, they irk me to the core. Anyways, toodaloo until part 2. Almost rhymed.